Alright, so let's jump into it. So my client here, he has a patch or like a light spot right there at his corner. So I'm going to bring that bald line right up to there. I'm going to make that thing disappear. And since it is a low fade, I am dropping the bald line. I'm going to follow the contour of his head just like you do any fade. You know, you really want to make sure that the fade fits your client's head. So now right here, can't really see it, but I did check in the mirror. It's a good way to check that the height is the same on both sides. Just check in your mirror real quick, just with both your pinkies. Now I'm going to bald out the rest of the area. I'm using Wahls Balding clippers right here. And if you want to know any tools that I'm using, I will put them in the description below. You can check that out. So now I'm using the Babylyss foil shavers, getting that bald area extra close. And I love these shavers. They get really close really fast. And I kind of like to taper out the bald region. I make sure I don't go up too high or create another line, but I always end up going back at the corners of my trimmers like you'll see me do here, and just clear out the rest if I created another line with those foil shavers. So now I'm making a guideline with no guard, blade all the way open with the Wahls Cordless Seniors. And since it is a low fade, I generally keep my guidelines a little smaller. I do make it a little bit bigger in the back just because you want a bigger transition in the back. It's a little harder to fade out the back. The hair is always more coarse back there. So I always make it just a little bit bigger the back of the head. So now I'm going to take out that first guideline, and I'm just gradually closing that blade and using the corners, stretching the skin, and I'm going to slowly get that line out. And like I said, I'm going to have to put more time into the back because it is coarser back there. So I am going back, I'm opening, I'm closing the blade, opening, going up the guideline, closing, going down. And again, I'm using the corners of the blade so I don't risk raising the fade anymore. So now I'm going right into the one guard. I have that blade all the way open, and I'll make another guideline just like I did the last one. And still, you're following the shape of the head. And I close the blade and I clean up everything behind it. So now I'm going to take out that guideline with the half guard. And the Wahls, it's a half guard. If you have the Andis Masters, that would be your 0 guard. And you start all the way open. And the same steps, you're gradually closing that blade until that line is gone. You can see me kind of using the corners there. And always make sure you're dusting off after you're cutting. Clear that debris, comb the hair down. You'll get a way cleaner cut that way. So now I'm going to clean up the rest with no guard, blade open. And again, that's in the back where I needed it. So now I have the 2 guard all the way open. I'm going to eventually close that. So this is the next guideline, and it's more so softening the top, you know. So guys, we faded up, and now we're going to start to fade down. So I have my 1.5 guard, and I'm just blending out that line, softening it up that I made with the 2 guard. So this technique is kind of like sandwiching. I'm fading up, and then I fade the rest of it down. But don't worry, we're going to cross check that thing too. So again, I'm fading down here. So once I was done with the 1.5 guard, open, close that gradually. Now I have the 1 guard open, and I'm going to close that gradually as well. And it may not look like it, but again, I'm using those corners because I don't want to risk raising that fade at all. So now I'm back with the half guard all the way open, still gradually closing that, coming down the head, and I'm just going under just what I made, just what I cleaned up with the previous guard. And so now I jump to a no guard blade open, again just going down below, you know, what I had with the half guard, making sure all of that's blurry. So that was fading down. Now I'm going to fade back up. This is called cross-checking, guys. Once you fade down, you can fade up, or if you fade up, fade down from there. Just kind of make sure that your fades are going to be extra clean. So now I'm just kind of cleaning up with the 1.5 guard. Again, going back with the 1 guard. You guys get the point. But always make sure you're detailing. You know, go through your system as fast as you can, then go back and detail as much as you can. Really, half the haircut is going to be detailing. Now I'm just cleaning up anything I see, any bulk I see with clipper over comb. And I'm back with that 1.5 guard. And when it comes to clipper over comb, when you're swiping across, you're taking down the bulk. When you're swiping up, you're just blending further. Then I always like to match that and go right under that with another guard. And if you're just starting out, think of it this way: 1, 2, and 3 guards are going to be the ones that make the guideline, and the half and the 1.5 are your blending guards. So you're going to use those to take the lines out. It's just a little bit easier concept to grasp. That's if you're using the wall guards. Andis are a little different, but you can still have the same concept. Go back and just hit that last little line, anything I see with the corners of those trimmers. Now I did skip the beard. He did take it down a decent bit to show you the motion that I'm lining up his beard. He wanted to keep it fuller, but kind of faded it down a little bit. Kept the length on the mustache. I thought it was cool. So now I'm prepping his skin for the color enhancement. Takes away any dirt and grime that would be on his skin. Makes it last a little bit longer. Now I'm lightly feathering and brushing that in. Just kind of helps spread the color enhancement. But look at the difference there. I'm using the Tomb 45 cordless compressor. Put the link in the description for that. Definitely makes a big difference, guys. Your clients will love it. You learn how to do this, you get upcharge another $5-10. It's a great tool. Now I'm putting on the hot towel here. I do that to all my clients. Great way to add value to your service. Now I'm using the Tomb 45 shave gel. Again, link will be in the description for the website. Definitely check out their products. Now I'm going to razor them. And when you're razoring somebody, especially if you're starting out, make sure you stretch that skin as far as you can, like you see me doing here. And I'll show you a trick I do. So when I line them up with the straight razor, with the shave gel, I always wipe it down after, as you'll see me do here. And then I line it up again with it still kind of moist but drier. That way it becomes a little bit sharper. It's a nice little trick there. Now it's time to style them up. I'm using the Tomb 45 styling powder here. Love this stuff. It's great on clients with curly hair like mine has. So you just sprinkle a little bit on. Just working in with your fingers. Adds great texture and volume. And I'm also going to use the product I'm working on, which is the companion clay for my product line, the outfit. you don't know about that, check out my other vids for updates. Should be dropping next couple months. Fish them off with the diffuser here. Just kind of helps keep that texture for curly hair so it doesn't frizz up too much. And that is the finished product, guys. Now I want to show you real quick in these pictures. The first two are how he styled his hair. He did it himself, kind of like a comb over, which I thought was cool. But I wanted to show when I previously cut his hair, I kept the curls flowing like they do. I kind of like that look better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you follow my Instagram for more cuts and videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I am out.